In the quilting pattern shown here, a small square has its vertices on the sides of a larger square. So the larger rectangle is also a square and the smaller one is also a square. What is the side length of the larger square? Let's assume that the side length of the larger square is x. So the question is only about finding the value of x. Let's start with the first statement, which says that side length of the smaller square is 10. So if I call the smaller side as s, we know that s is equal to 10. But of s equal to 10 square can be inscribed in many squares of different dimensions. And therefore the first statement does not lead us to any conclusion, because we can also form in another bigger square a square of side 10 such as this. That means if we know the side of the smaller square, we cannot be certain about the side of the larger square, because there are various such bigger squares can be formed at different angles. So the first statement is not sufficient to answer the question, and we can eliminate the two options A and D. Now we have the second statement to deal with. The second statement says that each vertex of the small square cuts the side of the large square into two segments. These two segments, and the ratio of the length is 1:2. That means if this part is A, then this part becomes 2A, which means this part is A, this part is 2A, this part is A, this part is 2A, this part is A, and this part is 2A, which means we already know that the length of x has to be equal to A plus 2A, that is equal to 3A. But since we have no idea how to find out the value of x, because neither do we have the side of the smallest square, nor do we have any dimension to equate this A with. Therefore, the second statement also is not sufficient to answer the question. Now the third choice that we have is to combine the two statements, and we can clearly see that within this triangle, the side S can be represented as square root of A square plus 2A whole square. That means we can say it is equal to A root 5. And we already know that the length of S is given in the first statement as 10. That means the value of A becomes 10 over root 5, or we could also say 2 root 5. So the value of x, which is equal to 3A, becomes 6 root 5. We have unique value, therefore together the statements are sufficient to answer the question, leading us to option choice C, where both statements alone together are sufficient, but neither the statement alone is sufficient to answer the question. I hope that helps, and if you liked my explanation, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel for even more such valuable videos. Thank you so much for watching this.